okay, if you're going to be unfaithful to God.
Whenever I hear people talk about or say God now, I don't think anything at all. But when I was looking at this video and I was listening to her speak, I wanted to make this video to let everybody know that a lot of people don't want to put themselves on the pedestal. A lot of people don't want to put themselves on that throne and make themselves aware and know that they are God. Like, you are the God of all of this. And the reason why you are a God, even though a God is basically a master, you are a God of this whole life that you have, of this whole reality. And the reason why you are a God is because you have to understand where you are. You are living in a world that is controlled by evil entities. And once you understand who you are and the power that you have in yourself, you are going to realize that you have more power over the evil entity that is over this planet, that is over this earth. So if you get to know yourself on a spiritual, deeper level, to the point where though you are going to be aware that you got more control over the people that is controlling this whole matrix system simulation, that makes you God, because that means you have power over the people that call themselves God. So the people that is programming us to believe that they are the gods, you have more power over them because you can see who the real God is, while everybody still has a shield over their eyes. So that makes you God, because these people that's saying that they are God, they can't really fuck with you. At this point now, you are just a watcher and a seer. They can't mess with you because they know you can see them. So we got to get to that point where as though we got to understand why we are here and why the game is being played. We are here because we are living in a world where we are being controlled by people that have no power at all. And when I hear her saying, don't let God down, like when you think of God, that means don't let you down. I don't want to let God down. God is my higher self. God is my desires. God is what my spirit and soul and heart needs. It's like my higher self is the Christ of who I am. And I don't want to let my higher self down, because how do I expect to live in a life that I dream of when I'm still doing the same shit all the time? Keep creating these same karmic lifestyles and life patterns. How do I expect to elevate when I'm doing the same thing? I do the same thing in different ways. Maybe I got to change the way I think, the way I move, get to know myself. This is why I've been trying to tell us, we need to really get to know ourselves. What really brings out the best of us right now? Through all the trials and tribulations that we are going through right now, what brings out the best in us? If we know that we are tired of being in an abusive, narcissistic relationship, what type of man or woman brings out the best in me? And then once you write down or you get it in your head what type of man or woman is best for you, look at all the relationships that you've been in the past. You got a habit of falling in love too quick. You got a habit of opening up too early. So write this shit down and think about what you really want. And then you can look at your life and be like, okay, this is the type of man in relationship. Because some people got to write things down. Me, I don't got to write shit down. Everything is in here. I don't write nothing down. I don't like to write. So this is how you start reevaluating your life. You want to know more about God? You want to know more about religion? You want to know more about spirituality? You want to know more about any type of religion or whatever it could be? Get into that. But the thing about it is that we want a miracle when we got to understand that we are gods. We are the director. We are the creator. We are the producers. We are the music. We are everything. We create everything. So if you don't want to live in a life full of misery, it's time for us to see what the hell we are doing that is creating this same misery all these years. What is the same, like, what type of mindset do we have? Like, really get to know who you are. Know what type of life you want, the type of life, the environment you want to be in. If you have to, write down, think about the mindset that you want to be. If you always a person that worries all the time, write down all the shit that don't make you worry. Write down the things you want to do that takes the worry off of you. Write the things that need to be done so that case you won't be worried no more. And then after you write down all the things that is going on in your life that is causing you to be worried, I want you to look at that list of everything that's causing you to be worried and ask yourself, is it any fucking thing that I can do about all this shit that I am being worried about? It ain't shit you can do about it. So now that you realize and you got it through your head, it ain't shit I can do about the shit that I'm worried about when I'm going fucking crazy. Let me look at this list, the things that do make me happy. Focus on that shit. You've been to focus on the shit that make you so happy. You've been to forgot all about your motherfucking worries. You've been to forgot all about the fact, and you ain't even have to do no drugs to do it. You just focus on the things that make you happy. Maybe you want to be around a different group of people this week. You tired of being around your same homeboys and homegirls. You know what? This will make me happy. Let me go out and actually be around the people that I feel will make me happy. You get around them group of people, you feel better than you ever fucking had. You go back home, don't even want to be with them no more. This is how you awaken, how you elevate, because you seek and you activate and you work and you move to create and be the person that your higher self is already at. And once you do it for so long, start living and being that person that you are trying to be, that you want to be, that you is, you're going to be a whole new person within a year or two, because you're going to look back at your life and be like, I did that, I said those things, I hung around these people. This is how we awaken. This is how we elevate. This is how you was able to change from the age 23 to now 33. You 33 years old. You a new person now. You come across a person you knew 10 years ago. They bring enough stuff that y'all used to did 10 years ago, and you looking at them like, I don't do those things no more. And they like, you don't do that no more? Like, no. You have elevated. And right now, this is now the time through all the hell and the trials and tribulations that we are going through right now to elevate out of this hell. Don't let this hell define who you are. Just because we are living in hell doesn't mean that you are part of it. Just because the fire is blazing right now, it doesn't mean that you are hot. So let this fire burn. And while this fire is burning, use all this energy, use all this heat, and get to know yourself and do the thing that brings joy to your life, that elevates you, make you feel like, if you want to feel how it feels to not want shit from this earth and just be completely happy, for one day, do everything that completely make you happy. And you're going to get addicted to it. This is why we become introverts. This is why a lot of us are introverts. Because I'm trying to tell you, once you start being alone and by yourself, and you start and getting to know yourself, and you know who you are at that certain point, you can entertain yourself in so many fucking ways. You ain't gonna never need no more friends. Cause you don't need, and then the thing about it, you can just be sitting down in the chair, watching TV and be entertained like a motherfucker. Because a spiritual person, a person that know themselves, they can create a whole new world in their head. We could be in the room full of people and everybody talking about something, and meanwhile, I'm in La La Land some motherfucking where, and y'all would think that I'm in the same room with y'all, but the body there, but the mind is somewhere else. And I could be still talking to y'all. Like, yeah, but my mind is somewhere fucking else. That's why I say it's a beautiful thing when you get to know yourself. But right now, while we going through this hell, don't let this hell break you. That's why this hell was here, to keep us from elevating. Use this hell and say, fuck that. I'm elevating.